going on, guys, and welcome back. Another little edition of Dixie Highway Music. Just going to do a little quick talk here on microphones. This will be your hoarse and nasally edition, but that's okay. I'll get through this in a couple more days. So the whole thing about this is just tell you what microphones we use and why we use them. Number one, Shure SM58s. And I'll just boil it right down to you. We use them because, to me, they are predictable. And they have been 100% reliable, and those two things are very big to me. So, if I didn't already say, I'm not here to try to sway you into using one brand over another or one model over another. That's a choice for you to make. The reason that we have stuck with these over the years is because with the polar pattern, whether it's cardioid, supercardioid, or hypercardioid, it's you have to use what is best for you. I like this cardioid pattern here. I know whether I'm on the side, whether I'm a couple inches off, whether I'm right up on it, or whether I'm 4, 5, 6 inches back of it. I know its predictability is really never let me down. I know what to expect out of the microphone, if that makes sense for you. And I think that would probably equate to different brands too. If you were a Sennheiser person and you like the 835s, 935s, or all the other lines in that brand, you would probably those microphones be very predictable to you as well. This is just what we started with. This is what feels good. It feels good standing behind this mic every time we have a show. It really does. I've tried others. We got had a few of these Behringer XM8500s. Forgot Aaron's wireless mic one night. This was a spare in the gear bag. Got us through the night absolutely perfectly. $20 mic. Sounded great. Audix OM2. I've tried it. Could never. I don't use it. I'm just saying this one makes me feel good. It's the best way I can describe it to you. But I still got it, and I'm glad I do. AKG D790, got that. Borrowed friends' mics before to try them because, a lot of very experienced people will tell you to try them out, do what works for your voice, and I think that's a great school of thought too. So I came back to this. So a couple things. These can be known as muddy, and they can be known as this, that, and the other. It's a lot of times, if you got the right board behind it, you can carve these things out pretty good. And I talk only from very little experience, because we just use a board with a 3-band EQ. But when I had a couple different boards with a 3-band with a mid-sweep, I could get a lot more out of these microphones. But that brings me to my next point. It's just being a solo or a duo or maybe even a trio. We're not competing with a bunch of instruments, or we're not competing with maybe 4 backup vocalists where you're maybe EQing them totally different and maybe having those on different mics. We don't have that. We're just we're a duo, so these work for us. Aaron routinely uses the old school Shure PGX2 transmitters with the PGX4 receivers. Got a couple of these. Luckily, they felt within the frequency range that the FCC said that could still continue to be used a couple of years ago. And this is hers right here. She absolutely loves this. So we got her receiver stuffed in the gear bag over there. But this is her mic. She likes it. Totally happy with it. So that's what she's stuck with. But again, if I didn't say it, it's your voice. It's the talent behind the microphone, in my eyes, more so than maybe using a $300 wired microphone or something. You got to have that there. You can take not a lot of talent and put it behind a $400 microphone, and it doesn't mean you're going to have that much more talent. And maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Same thing. You could take some top talent, put in front of a $400 microphone, or in front of a $20 microphone, and I think you're still going to hear that top talent, especially when you're not competing with a bunch of other instruments and stuff like that. So I even ordered a Beta 58 head replacement cartridge for my wireless PGX2, but again, I just couldn't fall in love with the Beta. So when I do decide to use this a few times a year, I stick with the 58 cartridge. So that's what's worked for us. We feel good about it. I feel good about it. I like stuffing behind a 58. Can't explain it. I know that it works. It's predictable. The reliability. This one's it's certainly not the oldest out there. This is about a 2005 model. A couple years ago, it took a pretty good hit on some concrete when a windstorm came through while we were doing a show at an amphitheater. And as you can see, I've not even changed the grill yet on it. So, and it's good. And now with the days, what we're going through now, the last couple of years, with a little bit more probably sanitary measures and stuff, constantly, popping these things off and popping off the windscreens, the foam inside, and washing these grills and the foam inside just for sanitary reasons. We try not to let anybody use our microphones. It's kind of not the same as what it used to be, I guess. So it is what it is. All I'm saying is that I'm washing our stuff more, even though it's just us using them. Sometimes you're taking a break, you don't know who's going up doing something or thinking your mics are on or something like that. We try to keep an eye on our stuff all the time. So, anyways, replacement parts, this, that, and the other, very plentiful, as they are probably for the other brands. So again, do your research. Do what works for you. This is what works for us. And, I've tried other stuff. And I have more fun chasing PA gear and different sounds and stuff out of our gear than I do microphones. But these work. I know they're going to work. And always got backups in the bag too, in case they don't. So do what works for you. I hope I covered everything. Don't want to keep this too long. And thanks for checking in. We'll catch you guys next time. Any questions or anything, just ask down below and try to answer for you. But hope that helped out as to what we use and why we use it. So see you guys. Be good.